Good morning, guys, and hello. Here's another status update from my home cockpit from my Boeing 737. What I have achieved so far, the last update, I think it was in June or July this year. And there, at the end of the video, I spoke about the choke. Now it's end of October, and I can give you an updated view, what it looks like currently. I have decided for the choke from Pedro from Simujabs. It's based in Spain, on the island Mallorca. Yeah, why did I choose this product? First of all, the price. If you compare to other products on the market, you get a very good choke with good of electronics and all the stuff for a very reasonable and good price. Pedro is using potentiometers to detect the motion, and he's using springs to detect as well the feedback that you have, and the feedback is quite good and quite strong. I didn't expect that, to be honest. You have also a trim switch, which you can of course use. It's fully labeled, as you can see here. The autopilot disengage, you have the trim bar up on. And what I've also added, this is not from Pedro, this is from the Aviation Megastore in Amsterdam. It's the clipboard from the firma Agron. So it fits perfect nicely on it. So you only have to remove the plate from the choke. You have three screws on the back, and then you can pull up the clipboard. The clipboard is made out of metal, with a nice clip where you can put your briefings or whatever on it. And with this yellow ball, you can set the check items all the way up and down, that you don't forget any of the major check items of the checklist from the aircraft. The choke itself, it's screwed directly with 4 screws into the ground. It's running a joystick detection card from Leo Bodnar. This Pedro has changed. I think before he used Pokies or something else. Now he's using a board from Leo, which is quite nice, because I have all the other stuffs are also from Leo. So yeah, but it really doesn't matter during the setup, because you plug it in, Windows detects it. You have to calibrate it in Windows first, then go to the flight simulator and make the calibration in the FSU IPC tool. What I've done with my old choke, the Cytec choke, of course I moved it to the first officer side, and with a little help from the ProSim forum, a guy told me how to calibrate it correctly. Again, with FSU IPC you can make a calibration of 2 chokes or multiple chokes assigned to one axis, and FSU IPC remembers the input from the particular choke. So that means if you calibrate this choke, which has a very large movement, of course, and the Cytec choke which has a very low movement for the axis, it fully works. So FSU IPC is recognizing when you turn the Cytec choke that it takes the calibration from the Cytec choke, and if you turn the Simujabs choke, it switches back to the calibration of the Simujabs choke. Of course, you cannot use it at the same time, because then the choke with the higher calibration value wins, because it cannot differ, which is basically will not be the case if you're flying alone, of course not. And if you're flying with a second person, it won't also happen because only one is the pilot in command, which is using the choke. Um, what else did I make? Let's see this first. It's not well, it's not fully finished yet, but you can see there are now four switches in there for the multi-function display switch, where it's not currently soldered because I'm waiting for the Poki card. It will be an Ethernet version because I have a lot of USB devices already connected, and I want to try out the USB correction, the Ethernet version from Poki to run it button presses via the network, which is more USB friendly and efficient, and you don't have to plug another USB device in again to the I think 8, 9, or 10 USB devices which are currently plugged in. And it's fully independent, so you plug it in the network, you configure it, and Prosium will detect it over the network. It's at least what the guys are saying, and then at least that other cockpit builders have implemented it. So I have to get up there shortly, then I can show you the two other things. Of course, the seat, the self-built seat, has to be cut out to fit the choke inside. When you pull it towards you, you won't get stuck at the seat. You can pull it as it is in real. The next steps will be to add there a nice gray fabric cover to the seats to both sides. This is next on the plan. And then I've printed out one more decal, which you can see in the back of the seats, each side. And I've started to fix it at the top because it was slightly moving when you take it. And the next will be, once the fabric is finished, to finish the open sides from bottom up and all the way down with some nice plates, which will be then painted in gray, and then attach the other stickers to it. And maybe I'm then planning to add also a handrest on the seats. I had this once, but it was not very sophisticated, so it got loose very soon. I have to think about something else, but yeah, that's not on the currently not on the list. Um, what I've also done, or what I'm also planning, is to finally switch the clock on the captain's side to an open cockpit's clock. I'm currently struggling for the LE, the light edition, which have not the seconds pointer included, or to go with the full version, which have also the seconds pointer included, which can turn, of course, 360 degrees endless. Yeah, but before purchasing and building this, all the wiring of the captain's side has to be redone because there are no connectors in there. So this has to be adapted to solder connectors in, that I can take it out and then move it to another room for cutting and finishing. That's also what I did with the EICAS panel. Connection modules were installed and soldered to put it out very easy. You only have to unplug two connectors, and then you can take out the whole EICAS part. Yeah, that was basically the update that I can provide you now. Nothing more has changed. There's some sceneries, but yeah, some more flying going on the last weeks with the new choke, and it's really a undescribable feeling with the choke, and in comparison to the Cytec choke before, because it's very soft to fly and very easy to make the inputs, and you have a long range of inputs available, and you can flare the aircraft very nicely, and the climb out, etc., is much more fun and much more realistic, of course, with this choke instead of a side take or whatever joystick or choke you used before. Yeah, that concludes my update now, and see you soon. Goodbye.